Hello everyone and welcome to this weekly healing color card reading. And so let's have a look at the card that is coming out for us for the next week ahead as a collective. And here we have the coral color, card number 18. And this card says, allow flow and synchronicity into your life. Yes, and as we can see in the picture, we have these small organisms that are we can imagine that they're opening and then they're closing, and this is reminding me of our respiratory system. So for the next week ahead, we really need to focus on our breath, focus on how much oxygen we actually take in quite tangibly into our bodies to really energize and vitalize our life force energy and our entire body functions. So really focus on that the next week ahead. And also when we start all to focus on that collective breath and we start to tune into the breath of the universe, because we all a blueprint of what's going on in the universe. So when we're tuning into our breath and our respiratory system, really focus on that. We also become more aware of what is going on in our surroundings. We are allowing a different flow to come into our lives. We are perhaps becoming more focused on the details showing up quite synchronistically in our lives, how things are starting to work together, as I think this image is also trying to show us, that we need to work together to make this ecosystem work here on planet Earth. We need to collaborate if we want to still have a life here on the planet, actually. And so it is quite a focused message this time, I feel, where we need to tune into this coral color, the color that is also called the color of Christ. So as we know, Christ, or Emmanuel, he was healing and assisting people in finding their life paths and opening up to more love in their lives, to slow down and have an extra look in their lives of what is really going on, to really problem solve in a very tangible way by looking at what is really going on and tuning in to our breath as a collective. So I feel that for the next week ahead, that's quite important for us as a collective. And of course, however it resonates with you on a personal level, you definitely go with that. You may find that there's an area of your life where you need to focus more on the details. You start to see synchronistic events, and you start to see that there is some kind of things coming together. It's like the pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together. Now with the number 18, definitely go with that, whatever it means for you. It can be an amount of years, or it can be a specific date. But 1 plus 8 is 9, and 9 is marking endings. So you might find that there's an area in your life where you're coming to an end with things. And I feel that we are definitely at the edge of something to do with our Christ light, with working with the abilities that Christ was working with when he was here on the planet. So I definitely feel that there's something here about healing and taking notice of each other and really come into more collaborative thinking and also action. As I find that this coral color, actually it is referring to our sacral chakra. So that would be the chakra of self-expression and creativity. So maybe be a little bit more creative of how we can tune in to a better breath, collective breath here on Earth, to move on in the same direction, to really be at the edge right now to a new time. We could call it a new Christ time, where we're tuning more into healing and loving care for each other. I feel that this coral color in this deck is a little bit off. To me, a coral color is more a mix of orange and pink colors. So I don't feel that this color is actually 100% the right coral color, but maybe you can look it up on Google to find a color that is a little bit more tuned in to the right coral color. But however it feels for you, you tune into that. And here we definitely have a more orange color, and so we can tune into that for the next week ahead if we find that there are some challenges coming in our lives that are pointing to endings, and only for the purpose to point us in the direction of new beginnings. So just to finish this reading off, I will just pull an extra card to see if this color energy has anything else to add. And so let's see if there's a card coming out for us. And with endings, I would like to add also that could referring to slow down a little bit more, to really tune into, yes, your breath quite tangibly, to get in touch with who you really are, to make sure that you have seen all the details and that you have seen your situation from more than just one side, so that you know in which direction you will be able to move into perhaps the next week after this week we are entering, because there might show some new beginnings might show up there for you. And the card that came out here is this card, Tribal Dancer. Yes, dance to the beat of your own inner drum. Look for the sunset in your life where there are a lot of transformation going on, transformative energies, the birds flying high, we're flying into freedom. Just go with the flow, like the other card said. Allow more flow and synchronicity into your life. And so when we follow the rhythm of this water, we will definitely tune into our feelings, our spirituality, our psychic abilities, and to let more synchronicities actually appear in our life, to make room for that, and then dance with the rhythm of that within yourself, within your own water of wisdom. So this was what I had for you in this reading. I hope it has inspired you to perhaps dive deeper. And I will wish you, and of course I'm wishing you all the best for the next week ahead. Slow down, tune into your respiratory system, follow your own rhythm of your inner life and your inner thoughts and ideas and your dream for your life. Be your own tribal spirit dancer for the next week ahead. So I'm wishing you all the best, a happy coral week ahead. Take much care out there. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.